Happy New Year, Judge.
And Happy New Year to you. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay, thank you.
All right. State your name for the record.
Michelle Shemiat.
All right. Where are we on her case?
Your Honor, just a couple things. The balance that I have currently, including court costs, is $775. I have a note that, well, the case was filed in September, Your Honor. I understand that the court's been slow walking this one, but I don't see any since the case was filed. My client's just getting concerned with the balance.
Welcome to the Legal Thunderdome. This isn't one dramatic trial. It's Judge Simpson's eviction docket, where the fate of dozens of families gets decided in a single morning. It's fast, it's raw, and it's a masterclass in balancing strict procedure with real human stakes. Watch how he controls the chaos.
It's getting so high.
Could you repeat that balance again? 7,000 what?
$7,775.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Where are we on your end?
Okay, I have an update. I spoke to my caseworker, Madden Linton, before I came here. And we talked about what I should tell you. I have found an apartment.
Okay.
Last week. I'm going to go see it on Monday. The price is lower than what I'm paying now at Sparrowwood, much lower. She also wanted me to mention that it's a handicap-free entrance. I won't have any problems getting into the ranch-style place. I called the management there yesterday to check in and ask them what I had to do to apply there. And I haven't gotten an answer yet through email. They told me it would be ready February 1st. Yesterday she told me it's now going to be February 15th through the 28th that it will be ready. I'm aware that I believe that my $855 damage deposit, security deposit at Sparrowwood is going to go to that $7,000.
Yes.
And as soon as I move, I don't anticipate any problems with getting accepted there. I had a long talk with one of the managers at that property. So I just have to go see it on Monday and get the application and fill it out and hopefully be accepted. I've also been talking to Madden about the process of applying there because I want to make sure I get it. Right. Out of all the calls that I've made since November 21st, this is the only place that I've found that's handicap friendly and budget friendly, so I can start paying Sparrowwood back. Because I lost my job because I had no phones to work with for 2 months, thanks to obscure obsolescence and getting a government phone. Let's see if there's anything else. My family in Detroit is coming to move me.
Okay.
I'll get another Social Security check at the end of this month. And let's see, I think that is about it for now. So it looks like from the middle of February to the end of February, I'll get out. And I'm very well aware of what I didn't think I owed Sparrowwood that much, but we're going to be moving into February now. So I will pay this off. I don't know how long it's going to take me, but I'll have at least $400 extra every month. So I hope to make that kind of payment to Sparrowwood.
Okay. So what's your monthly rent again?
My monthly rent includes a water charge that they added a couple of years ago at $50.
Right.
It used to be $13.15 and now it's $13.50.
Your monthly cost.
My monthly rent is Sparrowwood,
Okay.
yeah.
So basically, we're going to be around 8, well, actually 9, almost Almost 9,000. Okay. So when will you know that you have that place? You sound rather confident now, but you got to do some paperwork things and make sure.
Well, I'll see it on Monday. I know I want the place. I've seen it with the only one step up it to get into the apartment, and it's the right price. It's a lot lower than Sparrowwood. So I would get the application and fill it out, and I don't know how long it would take them. I have the money for the application fee if there is one. There probably is one. So
Okay,
I could
so
move as fast as
here's
possible.
here's what I'm doing, because we have been kind of trying to move this a little
Yeah,
slower, but we were trying to make sure you're going to be okay. So,
thank you.
That $400 difference that you talked about. All right. Now, whether it's that whole 400, it's something else like that.
Mhm.
Before this case could move into February without me giving them a judgment, a straight out judgment, right? There would have to be an agreement, because they've also filed for a money judgment. So that sort of this judgment with the payment plan built into it as to how you're going to pay this back per month. Okay. I think you've been thinking about that and what it is, but make sure you look at, is it realistic to say the 400 I save I can do, or is it more realistic to say I can give you $300 a month and I can be sure that that's going to happen? Right. Okay. So, before I would push this case any further out to give you that time, I want two things. One, to make sure that you've got that unit, and then a judgment or however we do it, that's going to include a payment back of that grant. Does that make sense to you, ma'am?
Yes, absolutely. Now, what do I do when I know I've got the unit? Who do I contact?
I would suggest that once you know, to contact plaintiff's counsel here.
Do you have
And
a phone number?
yes.
734-994-1077.
I'm going to repeat that back to you. 734-994-1077, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And what is your name?
Jillian.
Jillian. Thank you, Jillian.
Okay. And then that way, when we come back, we can have it all drawn up as to what's going to happen.
How do we decide I can report when I'm accepted or not? Right? Yeah. Hopefully, I don't see any reason why. I've had positive conversations with the agent, one of the agents. What about how do we arrange the payment technically?
Then that's why you would contact them.
That's
So
why, pardon?
that's why you would need to contact Ms. Engine.
Jillian, okay.
Okay, so that what's going to happen is you contact her, say, I've got my unit. They're going to start their process of their paperwork. You'll probably talk about how much you can pay a month, talk about a specific move out date, because you should know that once you get the apartment. And then they will be able to put all of that in writing, memorialize it that way, and then sort of close this case out.
So she puts it in writing once
Yes.
we've talked about it?
Yep.
So let her know, hopefully when I've been accepted. She's given me the phone number, and then we'll talk about the payment and when it's due, and she'll write up a contract of sorts.
She'll write up, yes. However, we're going to do it, whether it be a conditional order dismissal, I don't know.
I'm sorry, could you
that.
say that last part again?
Well, conditional order dismissal, it could be that way, or it could be so that there's no judgment, or it could be just in the form of judgment. All right. So either way, I don't think it really matters which way it is, but they'll make sure that the paperwork is
Okay.
all set. Okay.
Do I contact the court at all, or
No. What will happen is,
just between us?
yep. And then once I give you the date to come back, you'll come back, you'll be able to inform the court where you are, and hopefully all the paperwork, everything will be done, and we'll be done with this.
So how do I know when I come back to court?
I'm gonna give you a date.
Oh,
Okay? All right.
I thought it was contingent upon what we did.
No. I just want to give enough time. You're gonna have to come back anyway. So you don't know, you haven't heard from them. I'm gonna suggest let's put it to the 23rd.
February 23rd?
No, January 23rd, 2 weeks.
Okay.
And that's at 3 p.m.
Oh, thank you for that later time.
I am gonna put a note that it is over plaintiff's objection, but.
Yes, it's over plaintiff's objection, and I would also indicate to this that if the apartment doesn't come through, because I think plaintiff's right, everybody's trying to do the right thing. I would be granting a judgment to the plaintiff should it not come forth.
Is there any way I can get a summary of this conversation for my caseworker to keep everything clear in my mind?
Um,
You can also give her my phone number if that's helpful.
yeah.
You can give Madden my phone
Why
number.
don't you give her the phone number for the attorney and they can go through and figure it out, okay?
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Happy New Year again.
And Happy New Year to you. You take care.
Do I have the right phone number or are you giving me another one?
No,
That's the one? Okay, I wasn't sure.
yes, no worries.
Thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate
All
it.
right, take care. And when you, go ahead. And when you come back the next time regarding the chair, just make sure somebody knows here. We'll get that taken care of.
Thanks. I usually tell the bailiff or
Yeah.
sometimes some nice person brings it.
Yeah, all right.
We can't walk in the courtroom and get that one, right? As you know.
You can, one of these. Thank you.
Eladot Property Management versus Nicole Freeland and Aaron Gates.
Jillian Engen for plaintiff.
So,
Hello. What's your name?
Nicole Freeland.
Aaron Gates. All right. And where are we on this case?
So, oh, go ahead. No, sorry.
Go ahead, Alice. We spoke briefly before this. Your Honor, I have balanced the cost of $4,875
I need a sticker.
33 cents. It's my understanding that Faith in Action is reissuing a check for 2,100 to go against the balance, and have spoken with Hawk, and they're going to be processing this and supplying the rest essentially. So
everything's gonna get paid. It's just they're two different.
Yeah. So over the holiday break, the check from Faith in Action never showed up. So I contacted Ellendot and they said they did not receive it. So I talked to Faith in Action. Apparently the check got returned. Don't know why. So Ellendot is aware of it. They're making sure that if it comes through that they know. We talked to Hawk yesterday and gave him all the paperwork. So we're just kind of waiting till maybe next week to hear something from them.
So how do you want to do this? 1 or 2 weeks? It sounds like everything is in place. Did the check actually get to Eladot and Eladot didn't know and sent it back? Is that what
I'm
happened?
assuming, I even asked, I asked Faith in Action, did you put our name on it? They said yes. I don't know what happened on the Ellendot end, if they just kind of like, oh, well, I just.
It's like, we don't know what
Yeah.
to do with this, so,
Exactly, let's,
all right,
yeah, so I don't.
2, all right. January 23rd, 2026 at 3 p.m. Okay.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Did you have anything you wanted to say? No, because I yelled at you last time. You're learning now. All right. You guys take care of yourselves. Court calls the case of Evergreen versus Dustin Mickles. And Antoinette Mickles. And the kids. That's just some of them.
Okay.
Your names?
Antoinette Michaels.
Dustin Michaels.
All right. Look at those little babies.
Yeah. Amari Khalil.
Got it. I got a hat just like that. Anyway.
Say hi.
All right, where are we on this case?
The writ hearing. I have $4,784.91 remaining on the judgment. It was
Yes.
And then I have a total balance including January of $6,245.34.
Yeah. Take a seat. You? No, not you.
All right, folks. Why do you think the writ should be stopped in this case?
Could you repeat that, Judge?
Why do you think the writ should be stopped in this case? Or to set aside the default judgment?
Why should it be set aside?
Yeah.
We received the notice on the 2nd that we were supposed to be here on the 26th at 12. And as you know, we haven't missed a court date yet. We're always on time. Probably got one of our kids, but we're definitely on time. And then once I realized that we were late, within the hour, I had just got off of work. I walked here, and then I put that motion in.
Okay.
And
Go ahead.
we have now got another person to help with some of it. Vincent St. Paul said 300, but my wife just put in a SER again because I'm no longer at that place that I was working. I'm at McDonald's, which I make way less.
Okay.
So, and then the person who's advocating for us, she just had a death in the family. So it's I haven't been able to talk to her this week besides Monday. And that's when she told me about Vincent St. Paul willing to for 300. So that leaves 1499.91 that we'd have to come up with for the
14, say that again?
wasn't it 1499.91?
So we have to come up
Yeah, that we'd have to come up with because Hawk said they would pay 3,000.
1,000.
Yeah, Vincent St. Paul said.
All right, but how are you gonna do that? Because see, here's the thing, to set aside the default judgment, I've not only got to have a reason why you didn't appear, but I also have to have, you have to give me some semblance that there's a defense to this. And there really isn't a defense per se.
Okay.
You're just trying to figure, you're trying to create room to,
Sorry.
it's all right. You're trying to create room so that you can get the payments in.
Yeah.
Wow. I'll watch that for hours. She got you so wrapped. All right.
Just only one of the 5 boys.
Yes. So, that difference,
Yes.
that difference, how are you gonna come up with that difference, folks?
I'm actually working on getting a loan for one of my family members right now for the full amount, and then I would pay them back in installments. But I should hear something this week.
Yeah.
This coming week, we should hear something about that. And like I said, I've also she's reached out to SER. We're waiting to hear back from Friends Indeed. Like I said, I haven't talked to the social worker who's basically been advocating for me through all these different places because, like I said, she had a death in the family.
All right.
But
This sounds brutal, but legally it's surgical. By denying the motion, the judge freezes the damage instead of letting it grow. If he granted it, January rent would stack on top and bury them. This is courtroom jujitsu, using a loss to prevent a bigger loss. Most tenants never realize a judge can help by saying no. Would you have understood this without it being explained?
So here's what I'm gonna do, and so that you'll maybe understand why I'm doing it this way, I'll explain.
Okay.
Because I think legally I can't grant your motion to set aside the default, so I'm gonna deny your motion to set aside the default.
Okay.
One of the advantages to me doing that, although it may sound like a loss, is that the figure that you'd have to pay is that judgment amount.
Mhm.
If I were to grant it, we're now in the judgment amount to maintain your housing, we'd have to include January rent.
Okay.
You follow me there?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna deny your motion. I'm gonna indicate that plaintiff, a writ may issue. It sounds like you're trying to get there, it's just piecemeal by piecemeal. So I'm gonna give you some time to put it together, but then a writ may issue, but it cannot be executed until January 26th.
Okay.
Okay, so all of these pieces you got kind of out there, I'm giving you time to try to pull all of that together
Okay.
and try to make this work.
It will.
All right, fair enough?
Thank you very much.
You're more than welcome. All right. All right, you guys take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, little one. She
Bye-bye.
said nothing. But I don't know, she was there on that Miss Engine.
Yeah,
I got two girls.
Yeah, that's right.
I got 4 girls.
That was a girl thing going on there.
Yeah. This.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
You do the same. Evergreen Apartments versus Paisley Brennan. Paisley Brennan. Did not check in. You had previously been sworn. You may proceed.
Your Honor, this is a case for non-payment of rent. Rent to retain possession is $3,652.72. Court costs are $172 for a total of $3,824.72. I do want to bring to the court's attention the fact that work orders were brought up on December 19th. Those, my client went into the home, completed any maintenance that was necessary. They hadn't heard about it before then, but then once they heard about it, they've since gone in and made the repairs. So plaintiff is at this time requesting a default judgment for possession only with a writ to issue after 10 days.
All right. And the court will grant a judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested with a writ to issue in 10 days. We don't have any escrow on this case, do we? Nothing. Okay, because on the 26th of December, she was supposed to put 1,800 into escrow with the court and has not done that. All right, thank you. Evergreen versus Kenyatta Mitchell.
Hello.
Oh, there's Miss Mitchell.
Hi.
Hello. All right, and where are we on this case?
Your Honor, I have a balance including court costs of $2,950. I understand that Ms. Mitchell has a Hawk appointment for the 19th. And is trying to seek assistance for the balance, which there's going to be a late fee of $50 tomorrow, so it'll be a total of $3,000 on the ledger, but that shouldn't change the rest of this month.
Okay.
So
Is that correct, Ms. Mitchell?
Yes.
Okay, so we can at least get an update, maybe see where it is. I'm going to adjourn this out to the 23rd,
Okay, thank you.
2026 at 3 p.m.
Okay.
And then that way we'll see, hopefully we'll have some news from Hawk. All right?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Take
Have a
care.
good day. You too.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Gulf Side Lake 1 and 2 versus Lakia Williams.
Jillian Engen for.
Oh, there she is. Williams?
Oh wait, are you guys calling me?
Yes. I'm calling you. We've been calling you for like an hour now. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, sorry, I went to the bathroom real quick.
Okay, let's see. Where are we on her case?
Your Honor, I have a balance including court costs of $5,242.08. I'm checking to see if there was that payment of $1,000. Let me see if I see it.
Were you able to get that payment in, Ms. Williams?
I ended up submitting 850 because ended up needing to get something done on my car, but I submitted it earlier today.
The 850.
Yes.
All right. So if I assume that, what's your plan for the rest for this?
So let me see. On the 23rd, I should have 1,100. And then on February 6th, I should have 2,000.
And your monthly rent is how much?
It's 1465, I
Okay.
think.
Got it. Are they interested at all, or would they be interested in working out something with her or not?
Your Honor, I think they have the policy is that payment plans have to kind of start right at the beginning of the case and then go through and be paid within, a shorter period of time. Then I think that so I just don't have authority to enter into anything.
Oh, yes. And I also talked to Hawk, and they said I have to get it down to 3,000 before they can even talk to me. So
52. Just do 53 minus 850 gives me what? Yes. 4,450. And then if she had 11 come in, that's going to, okay.
Yeah, because I think if we go down 3,000 by the 6, I think it's just going to pick it right back up again.
Okay. So, ma'am, let me ask you this. The 1,100 you said you'd have by the 23rd.
yes, I should have it on the 23rd.
Is there any way that you'd be able to get, you really would need about 1,500 to even come close to trying to make this work, because it's got to work within this month.
Mm-hmm. So,
Well, maybe
what
not.
day should I have it?
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, first thing, is there a realistic thought that you can get that?
Yeah, I can hustle and come up with it.
Okay. All right. All right. So you would need to come up with the 1,500 by the 23rd.
Ooh.
But you don't think you can do that?
It's possible.
Okay. So here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get you to that point that you can at least begin the appointment with Hawk.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But we're short because if you get that by the 23rd, your balance is under 3. You can then set the appointment with Hawk. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
And then coming into February, you pay the 2,000. You're going to be under that amount, and Hawk may be able, if they can help you, then you're going to be under that number and have the potential to get yourself clear. That's the only way I see it happen. But the only way it's gonna work realistically is that you gotta come to that 3,000 by the 23rd.
Mm. You know what? I'll make it happen.
So over plaintiff's objection, I'm gonna adjourn it to the 23rd, and if it's not, and basically we gotta have the balance to 3,000 by then. So I'll adjourn it to January 23rd, 2026 at 3 p.m. Okay, so that you understand and so that we're real clear, I'm doing this over plaintiff's objection. You get, because normally if you didn't pay that 1,000, I would just give them a judgment today, but I get other stuff comes up. So
Yeah.
I'm indicating that you got to get this down to 3,000. You get it down to 3,000, then we can look at trying to get this whole thing done. If you don't get it down to 3,000, I'm giving them a judgment. I'm not going to hear much else. All right. Fair enough.
Mhm.
All right. Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Court does call the case. Gulf Side Lakes 1 and 2 versus Natasha Olmos.
Filling in for plaintiff.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon,
Good afternoon. Your name.
Natasha Olmos.
All right. Where are we on her case?
Your Honor.
This is a set aside.
Yes.
All right. Ma'am, what's your basis for wanting to set this aside?
Well, I paid the judgment, but I guess there was a balance of $166 that I was unaware of. So December's rent rolled into the new judgment. So I had an appointment with Hawk on the 6th.
Oh, that you lost me there. So we issued a judgment December 5th.
December 5th. Yep. So I didn't come to court because I thought I had it paid, but there was a small balance of $166 that I was unaware of because I paid them November 28th. I paid them over $1,000.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So, because we,
Court costs, Your Honor.
yeah, so what had happened was you were here on the 21st.
Yeah.
And what you were probably told, if you get it paid before the end of the month, they were going to dismiss it, which is why you didn't show up at the next hearing.
Yes.
But everything didn't get paid because the court costs didn't get paid.
Yeah.
Because you were focusing on the number.
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay.
Okay. And then, so this judgment then gets entered. Okay, so where is she now?
Balance is 3,000. So I'm curious as to how the Hawk appointment went and if they've approved it and kind of how we're going from there.
Yep. I'm waiting to hear back from Emily. I have all the documents submitted to her and she's supposed to reach out to Melissa today, hopefully.
Okay.
If not, probably Monday.
Okay. Your Honor.
Amy, do we have any, if she'll let you talk about it? We have somebody from the court liaison officer that may have information regarding your Hawk. Do you mind if she shares it with us?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I don't have much other than to confirm that she did have her appointment on the 6th, and yeah, she's going to be meeting with documents.
Okay.
But no reason to think that it wouldn't get approved, that you. I don't have anything seen otherwise.
Your Honor, would you maybe forbear ruling on the motion and maybe set it over for a week?
Okay, for a ruling, okay. No, I'll adjourn the motion. All right, so we can at least hear. You got
Okay,
that?
sounds good.
So I'll adjourn this to the 16th. January 16th, 2026 at 2 p.m.
Can I request a Zoom?
Can you request it?
Yeah.
Sure, and I can say no. No,
Okay.
I'm kidding. You'll have to submit the form and then we
Okay.
do individual consideration on that.
Okay. So if everything gets paid, I don't have to come to court for this.
I'd say yes, but I think that's where we ended up in this one though. Here's what I'm going to suggest that you be here
Okay.
because I don't think, maybe wrong, but I don't think even if everything goes through by the 16th that the check is going to be there.
Okay.
Right? You might have the commitment that it's going to be done, but it won't be done.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right,
All
thank
right,
you.
Thank you.
Gulfside Lakes versus Deanne Brown.
Jillian Engen for plaintiff. While Mr. Brown is coming up, I think that there are funds in escrow. If we could figure out.
Yes, there are. There are $680. Yes, $680.
Sorry, I interrupted you before you could say your name.
My name is Deion Brown.
Yep. Okay. And what's the claim in this case?
Not including what's paid into escrow, I have $1,401.25.
That's owing.
Owing. So
And then
out
what?
the 680, we're at like 800. Less than.
Less than, yeah. All right, man. How you gonna get this paid?
I have it paid all by the 21st.
So you'll have everything paid by the 21st?
I make a $900 payment next week, and then the following week it will be the remaining balance. I'm waiting on I took the money out of my 401k, so it doesn't.
Right, but you,
I
maybe
think
my math's wrong, but if you make a $900 payment, when do you plan on making that?
It should come Wednesday, but I'm gonna say Thursday, just in case it doesn't come.
Of this upcoming Thursday.
Mhm.
But if she pays that, gives me almost 1,700 when I include his escrow,
yeah, I think that should do.
and
it.
that would do it.
Balance.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
if Your Honor would mind releasing the escrow.
Yeah, what I'll do right now is I'll release the escrow to plaintiff. Okay, so we're gonna send your escrow out. And then I'll adjourn it out just 1 week to the
Okay.
16th, 2026 at 2 p.m. Okay, so the idea here is you get that 900 in. I release the escrow here. You're actually gonna have a slight bit of a credit on your account.
Okay.
And then I don't need to see you again. Not that I don't want to, but I don't need to see you again.
Thank you.
Does that work?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, take care. Court calls the case of Gulfside Lake 3 versus Erica Hall.
For plaintiff.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
All right, state your name, please.
Erica Hall.
Okay, where are we on this case?
Just a couple things, Your Honor. Ms. Hall and I spoke before court. She has a balance, including court costs, of $2,807.55. And Emily from Hawk is going to call her on the 15th to see if they can assist. And also, it's my understanding that Ms. Hawk has Ms. Hall has an SCR application.
She does. Okay. So they're going to call on the 15th to see whether or not they can assist.
Well, she needs proof of income, which I have for her, and I guess I'm supposed to upload them to her.
Okay, so you got to get this.
Yeah,
There's documents you have to get to her.
Right, but I spoke to another young lady. I don't know what her what her name was, but she said pretty much they could help. I just needed the proof of income.
Income. Got it. Okay. So 16th or 23rd, what do you think?
Your Honor, I think we might as well go the 23rd.
23rd. That I was just thinking that myself because you'll get that in, you'll have the contact with them. We may not get that information the next day. January 23rd, 2026. That's 3 p.m.
Okay.
All right. Take care. Gulfside Lake 3 versus Ashley Branch. Ashley Branch, not checked in. You may proceed.
Your Honor, for rent in possession is $1,004.06. Court costs of $172 for a total of $1,176.06. Plaintiff is requesting a default judgment in possession.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested with a writ issue in 10 days. it's okay.
It was just funny the timing, because you were looking at your watch.
Yeah, I mean-
For you and noticed. Yeah.
Everybody was saying, just wait, he'll be with you in a minute. Oh, you're good. Peninsular Place Apartments versus Amadou Diane.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Your name?
Amadou, Diane.
All right. This is your motion to set aside default. And I don't have anything on here as to. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay. All right, what's the current balance in here?
I have a current balance in January rent of $4,355.84 plus, and then to further parse it out, the amount remaining on the judgment is $3,453.06. And Your Honor, I don't know that, I don't think the motion was filed timely. And I
Yeah.
don't see the good cause or meritorious defense.
What do you want to tell me, Mr. Smith?
Well, that amount, I think I might be off. I mean, I'm a little confused with that, but like I can look that up a little bit. I thought it was a lot less than that because last time I was in a court, I think it was ordered, it was 1,200, which I dropped like 700, and my rent is not up to even 700.
Right, but when you paid the 700,
Yes,
we were in November,
yes,
and then it clicked over into December, and that's where the judgment, it went up because we didn't have a payment toward December rent.
I drop it at the escrow, escrow. I don't know.
Okay, so
And
I've got 900.
Okay, 900 in extra.
And I also been working with agency that was trying to make a payment with the card because they was worried that if they send the checks out, how all these documents they needed and stuff or whatever they had me call them out, try to ask them. They said they would not take the
What
payment.
agency is this?
University of Michigan, because I was doing my intern over there, which wasn't paid for. I didn't realize once I got done with the class, I got to do the internship, and I had to do the internship, which wasn't paid for. I currently got a job, and I'm still in orientation. And by next week, I should have some money, but how the hours going, it's kind of like a little slick, like slide between there, and they was trying to
Right, no, I hear you, but so have you talked to Hawk or SOS?
I actually didn't know about them because I never went to this, but that's one of the, they was trying to pay 500 and they send me the email, which was happened today, and they're trying to have me to work with the Hawk. They send me some information to the email, and I talked to her before I came in the court actually. So she want to know what's the outcome and everything, and to send those information because the only form of payment they could do that would be quick enough was the payment on the card, and which is they're not willing to accept.
Okay, but the payment on the card, that's from the university,
Yes.
right? I'm talking
About the Hawk.
about Hawk. Have you talked to them?
No.
Okay. Because when I get, so if I say 44 and I take out 900, you're about $400 to $500 from their cap. When could you come up with another 500?
When can I come? I can come up with that in 2 weeks.
You can't do anything sooner. Here's the reason I'm asking. What I want you to do is I want you to get in touch with SOS or Hawk,
Okay.
but they're not going to do anything till we get this balance under 3,000.
Okay.
I'm going to release the escrow to 900 to the plaintiff
Okay.
that you got, okay? And that's going to put me in about the 44, about the $3,500 range. once the 900's applied.
Okay.
And I need another 500 to get you to that 3,000.
Okay. Now, I can come up with it possibly before then. I'm pretty sure I could, but right now it's just like I'm saying 2 weeks in case, at the worst. So that's why at the worst.
When can you come up, young man? When can you come up with it? I'm trying to help you save your housing. So when can you come up with it?
I can come up with it in 2 weeks that I'm sure of. 2 weeks for sure.
And that's because you don't get a check?
Yes. That's because I started this internship possibly Wednesday. That would be a little bit under 2 weeks. I got different banking now. They said it would be.
Okay, you got to get it in. I'm going to over plaintiff's objection, adjourn you to the 23rd. That's 2 weeks out.
Okay.
You got to get that 500 in before the 23rd.
And I will.
And then call, and then once you have that in, I want you to contact SOS or Hawk.
Okay.
You got that number?
I believe it sent it to me in the email. She said she was something about like Hawk.
961-1999?
I would take it to be sure.
Huh?
Yes.
Okay. And I'll adjourn this to January 23rd, 2026 at 3 p.m. And so that you know, if you didn't make that payment, there's not a whole lot more I can do. I'm just going to deny your motion and
I will
just
take it.
out of luck here.
I will.
Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So based on our based on the meeting on Wednesday, we received some information that if Mr. Dayan calls now and lets them know that you're in the court process and the court is trying to work with you, and you have that $500 paid within the next 2 weeks, it's likely that they will schedule you an appointment.
Okay.
So if you call right away.
So that's what happened on the meeting Wednesday that I missed? Okay.
Yeah, the one you missed. So, yeah, so they are willing to set an appointment if
If there's a plan for how that's happening.
Yeah, as long as there's a concrete plan for the balance getting under 3,000.
Okay.
So,
Got that?
Yeah, I got
So
it.
you need to call, let them know that you're at about 4,400.
Okay.
That the court's releasing 900 to the plaintiff. That's going to bring it down 900, and that the court is going to let you try to pay that 500 or whatever difference
Okay.
within the next week. And can I please have an appointment? You hear me?
Okay. I hear you.
All right.
And I want to ask can I ask her a question real quick?
Pardon?
It's about a check that I sent out and stuff. I don't think they mentioned anything about that. That might be the thing, but I'm not sure about the balance, but she probably know better than me. I sent out 1,000, I believe 1,700. I'm not sure how much was it. The office there, did they receive my recent check that was sent out there? Because I know they usually doesn't update that.
the last payment I see was on your ledger was end of September. So if
Something
it-
sooner than that. And then I know usually when they send out, they're like, last time how the other one was missing, they drop it off.
So what did today show us? Eviction court is a ruthless, efficient machine, but a judge like Simpson can inject humanity into it. Success depends on showing up, knowing your resources like HAWC and DHS, and having a realistic plan. It's law, strategy, patience, and sometimes pure emotional endurance. What surprised you most? The lightning fast defaults, the explosive arguments, or Simpson's mix of humor and compassion? Let me know below. And if this helped you understand the front lines of America's housing crisis, hit like and subscribe for more real-world legal breakdowns.
I usually would prefer to put it on that escrow. That's why I put that because it's never showed up.
Yeah.
But can they have their look at that, please? And I will try to look for the receipt.
Yeah, if you can figure out where the check went and just make sure that you track it, I can make a note.
I sent it
that
to
you
the
sent
office.
it. Okay.
All right. So I can get my next block. So the court's going to stand in receipt.